Hey everybody, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Lady Poetic is in the house coming through with episode 8 of Poetic's Corner. All right, let's keep it going. And in good taste, why don't we start off with a poem? That's right. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. This one's called The Garden. I planted a garden some time ago. Concerned was I as to how it would grow. Was I overwatering or not enough? Will the seedlings wilt? Will the roots be tough? Would onlooking neighbors find me obsessive? Would my yield be meager or rather impressive? Would I be hasty some days, neglect to nurture or weed? Or would I overcompensate, showing love to every seed? The Garden. Thank you.
Police and thief and a shooter. Nowadays they tell them not cool out.
I love that song. That's from a mixtape I got when I was living in Antigua. I think I played part of that one or a different one on a previous episode. Oh, it's great. So yeah, let's dive into some updates, shall we? A lot of things I want to bring to the table and discuss with you all. And thank you for everyone who tunes into these poetic corners, man. Y'all are the real ones, man. So stay tuned to these great updates. Okay. So just a couple days ago, this past Sunday, I performed at Jefferson City, Missouri Porch Fest. Shout out to JCMO Porch Fest. Thank you so much for having me this year. And what's unique about this Porch Fest is that it's acoustic only, no plugins. And so being a hip hop artist who primarily works over pre-made beats and then for live shows would do it with like a speaker and a laptop or some kind of electronic setup with a microphone, you got to get creative, right? So in a previous year, we were doing finger snaps, hand claps, making it work. But I went ahead and I got some acoustic instruments this time. You can see the chimes back on top of the piano over here. So I'm playing the chimes, X-Pren to Mystic's Knowledge and to Kicks. And I bust out a ukulele, some maracas, a tambourine, y'all. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. All these different little instruments, just trying to make like a little background noise or a beat or some kind of melody, and did a full set. So that's what's up. It was probably 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It was a beautiful sunny day. Had a couple people come through to support me, and I really appreciate that. Saw a familiar face there. So it's nice. It's nice to get out there and to bring hip hop into the community and to really do these open mics and these porch fests and these music festivals. I mean, that's where it's at. And I think that's pretty important. So yeah, that went pretty good. Not a lot of live performances for me on the table this year. And that's just fine. That's just fine. I'm stacked with projects and working on my craft and got a lot of things on the table here. And it's always nice to share your art. Shout out to One Mic Collective. I did actually recited Puppet Master as a spoken word, as a poetry piece last week at an open mic. So I think that was well received. Yeah, tough to do, right? It's tough. It's vulnerable and it's tough to share your art. And happy to do it, But I think about that at every interval. So okay, so we got the Porch Fest performance under the belt. Let's see here. So T minus 4 weeks from today, folks. All right, June 2nd, we released the Quartz trip. All right, so let's get this, right? Quartz trip, Lady Poetic on the vocals, Azimuth on the engineering and the production. Beautiful beat, concept track, long time in the works. But I wanted to do this right, if there's a way to do that, and to do as much with it as I could, for several reasons. One, because it's a very unique song, and I think it's rather important, and I'm very proud lyrically of the structure and how it was brought to life. Two, Azimuth is a personal friend of mine, and we go way back. And the first track that we did together was in, I think, 2010. Maybe we were on a couple of ciphers together a year or two prior to that. And then he is the one who engineered the Nobody Can Save You Cannabis posse cut that we released last year. Shout out to Lord Zero on the beat there. And so we've had, David and I, Azimuth and I, have had the Quartz trip in the works for some time. I think we initially started going back and forth in late 2024. And I've more or less been sitting on the masters for the song for a year. I think last March we finished the song, the audio portion of it. But, I didn't want to just release it as an audio and be done with it and just have it be, and that would have been enough. That would have been more than enough just to have this track be part of my catalog, as special as it is and as important to me as it is. But I really wanted to pair it with a visualizer and make it stand out a little bit more. And so I think I've mentioned on this show or some other posts that I've made, I tried my hand at 3 different lyric videos or music videos for it, and I wasn't pleased with any of them. And I tried to have a professional music video filmed and done for this song, and that did not go through either. And so I took it upon myself, with the help of my husband Roman, to film it ourselves. And we have actively been filming for the Quartz trip from, I would say, December of this past year up until a few days ago. And just this past Saturday, I finished editing the music video. So that is set to premiere on YouTube June 2nd, guys. Let's go. The Court Strip music video. The audio will also be released on June 2nd. And for my Bandcamp subscribers, shout out to the people who subscribe here on YouTube and to Bandcamp, man. Y'all are the real ones. We're going to have early access probably on Bandcamp to the audio file later this month. But yes, please come through and listen to the song, download the song, stream it, share it, watch the music video, and just appreciate what we did with this and how we brought the concept to life, man. I'm quite pleased with this. It's hands down the best music video that I've personally made to date. So let's get that one. All right, Quartz trip, 4 weeks, June 2nd. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. In other news, I've got some singles on the table that I'm working on. I do need to make some cover art for them, and a handful of them I would like to try to get a collaborator on. So we'll see where it goes. There's no rush for any of these things. And I think about that sometimes. I feel like I'm under the gun sometimes with putting out music, and there's no rush. I try to give myself some grace and pat myself on the back because I've really, if you think about it, and if you've seen, I've been trying to put out music and the poetry books and the music videos just shy of 2 years now. It hasn't even really been 2 years. So for everything that I've done in this amount of time, I think it's great. I mean, from doing live performances and getting radio play and putting the music out there like that, I think it's fantastic, and whether or not I've already been doing this for decades, I'll be doing it for decades more. That's okay. All right. There's going to be no rush here. And there will be, this is going to be a slow burn career. I think of Delroy Lindo, we'll get there. Every star will shine when their time has come. I'm not worried about it. Okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. All right. So a couple more singles in the works, but the big one for this year is Quartz Trip, Azimuth, Lady Poetic. Okay. On another note, and I've mentioned the Chambers before, so let me put in a little bit more of a plug. I read something the other day that said for like smaller artists, the moving in silence or not talking about what you're doing, you're more or less kind of staying invisible. And I think it's important to not speak too much about a project before it is done, or I have like the finished project in hand. But that being said, I do want to apprise people who are interested and who are following about what I'm doing. So since I would say mid to late September of 2025, I've been working on a project called The Chambers. I'm just going to tell you guys, The Chambers is an album. It's a music album. It's a book, and it's going to be a short film. This is going to be a whole project. Okay. So let me just show y'all something. I've got the artist proof of the book. Okay. I'm doing a little bit of revising, but this is more or less complete. So this is the Chambers story and lyrics. This is the story of the creation of the Chambers project and the lyrics from the album. All right. So that's part one. The album, it's done. I've recorded it. I'm sitting on the masters. I have the cover art finalized. I'm working on the CD booklet. What? I got one more still I want to take for the back cover, and then the CD booklet is done. We've got stills from the whole making of the project with lyrics and everything, y'all. Jewel case. What? Okay, yes. So book, album. And I am next after like the Quartz strip, because I really want to take some time to try to promote this and market it a little bit. I've got some flyers and some stickers coming. All right. But over the next 4 weeks, I really want to do justice to the Quartz trip as I'm able to, but also I'm working on the Chambers, the short film. So I anticipate the short film, when it is completed, will be runtime 22 to 25 minutes. This will be my directorial debut. And I'm very much hopeful at this point because, again, this is not a project I'm rushing in any way, shape, or form. But I'm also trying to bear in mind something that David sent me about not letting intellect kill the art. guilty as charged, y'all. So often over my life, man. I've been writing a novel since 2007, man. I let it. I overthink things to the point of just prolonging or delaying things indefinitely for years or decades. So we're not going to do that, because the longer I push off the chambers, the more things I'll think of to do with it, and I'll lose the forest through the trees. Okay, so I'm hopeful for an October 1st release for the project in full. Okay, so we have a few months yet, but this is going to be my grind this summer. Is going to be completing the filming and editing of the short film for the chambers. All right, and again, lyrically, sonically, it's probably my best work to date. Chemical Letters, yeah, Chemical Letters. Wait for this. Wait for this. Chronicles of a Thinking Man's Poet. Mm. Mm. All right. Soon, man. I'm gonna drop some pearls and gems here and there with it, man. Just wait till you see what I've done with this. Wait till you hear what I've done with this. Ah, yeah, buddy. All right. So the chamber is going to be coming as well. Okay. I think that's enough for some updates for now. Oh, real quick though, let me just put in the little plug since we're talking about books and projects and things. The Lady Poetic Principle, Volume 2. Shout out to those of you who own it, who have thought about copying it. International shipping is available. So I published this book, right? And I have it available on my Bandcamp. I can get copies to sell. You can get it directly from me, and that's fine. But I understand and appreciate wanting to get it from another site, like a reputable site or a bookstore. So when you publish things, and you can publish them like through Amazon, for instance, you can have them the choice to upload it onto some of the international sites like Amazon Canada and Japan and whatnot. So this was going to be there. But what's interesting is that a few months ago, I just looked up the Lady Poetic Principle, just actually to see on eBay if the first volume copy that I had put up was still there. Let me show you all that so you can see that. So it was. The copy I had up on eBay was still available. But then I noticed this. I'm like, why would this be on eBay through another site? I didn't upload this. And so then I looked, and the Eagle Retail, no, was it Eagle Retail? Eagle Retail, and I think the Nile store, through Australia and the UK was selling this book. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's interesting. So then I Googled the Lady Poetic Principle Volume 2. It's on A-Books. It's on Thrift Books. It's there. It's there. And then I started seeing some links to purchase it through like some extraneous sites through like Taiwan and different countries. So let's go, man. That's great, you know? And you never know. You never know. Okay. So this one was released October 1st of 2025, hopefully October 1st of 2026. I will bring you the Chambers album. I will bring you the Chambers film. I will bring you the Chambers book. Okay. All right. I think that's good for some updates, man. It's time to spin a song. Let's spin a song. Let's get it.
That is the line. That's the big line.
Everything for a moment was peaceful and quiet. With skyfall came nightfall, and all was silent. The wise old owl, plus the golden child, equals she burns slow. A mid-flight, at midnight.
The river is high, the valley is low. Mid-flight at midnight, swooping to show my specialized vision, my killing in tow. Would beat us when I rise and don't when I slow. Hitting a jet stream, now watch as I flow. Falling as I fly, that's just how it goes. The flight risk tonight as I nest with the crows. Murder behind me, a chapter is closed. Quid pro quo, now you know. Witness slow, an intentional burn from the get-go. Is it the thrill of the chase, just in case? I'll let you know. Now you see me, now you feel me. Nocturnally speaking, I'm dopamine dealing. Catch me as I fly, will they catch a feeling? Oh really? I'm at the third oracle. What you'll hear is historical. It's simply within me to flip these proportional stories that thwart me into the next portal, record all the pieces. I'm high in the branches, writing my thesis. My weaknesses, I'd rather keep this and bleed for this, not show it off to the masses, critiquing the sequence is secret. As the calendars keep it, the mathematics capture a beautiful frequency, mastering new breathing techniques and deepness. I'm sleepless and reaching the ceiling. Nocturnally speaking, I'm dopamine dealing. Catch me as I fly, will they catch a feeling? Oh really?
The scars from the past, made by the owl's talons, are still visible when the moon is full. Next move's tactical gambit. A mid-flight at midnight. I'll fall as I fly. I wish I may, and I just might. Scope for my bounty.
Surprised that you found me. A pirate on high, skies tide is rising. 9 more lives than just might ground me. I ruffle my feathers and get it together. Fair weather measures right down to the letter. Expect and accept me for when I do better. Time is of essence, I'll go ahead and get her. Never a threat, I play chess, you play checkers. Surrender them, behead the messengers. I'm king of the raptors. I'll plaster this forest with warnings to factor. I'm sleepless and reaching the ceiling. Nocturnally speaking, I'm dopamine dealing. Catch me as I flow while they catch a feeling. Oh really?
The famine wolf's howl serenades me. Basement chamber mixtapes made me. I'm off the grid making bids to save me. As tough as it gets cause the ruts suffocate me. The focus is crazy. Melodies unchained me. I rose from the roost hoping and praying nobody would tame me. They let me fly and that right there amazes me. Phased but I'm raised with resilience. Baby, don't cage me. After the hunt I'ma be right up front on the stage. Wrapped in arrangements so strangely.
Cheers. Thanks for tuning into that one, The White Owl. I do like that song. I like it quite a bit. Scope for my bounty. Surprised that you found me. I really like that line. And hey, the real ones are going to find me. That's what's up. That's why you guys are tuning in. So cheers and peace and blessings to you all. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 8 of Poetic's Corner. Stay tuned for more great projects this year, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Later.